sipping no Waffle House. Ain't no with Tegan, we in that trap.
Man, you know how we living, nigga. 830 smooth.
Welcome to another 830 Smooth Podcast Music Review with your boy Hustle Man. I got a special guest in here tonight, man. Got that boy King Knowledge in the building, man. What's up, King Knowledge?
Hey, what's up?
Yeah, man, we live, man. I'm mad we can't get the what's the name on the screen, get your face on the screen, but it's all right, man. We still gonna get it in tonight, man.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Yeah, for the ones that don't know you, man, give them a brief introduction.
Well, my name Marcus O's from Pensacola, Florida, moved to Dallas. You know, been in and out of incarceration a couple of times. You know, it's just that now that I done did so much, it's like now I'm trying to give back to the community. You know, trying to help the kids that's coming out of how should I say this? Coming out of a bad environment. So I'm gonna try to help turn these kids in another direction. But I'm willing to help these kids and do my best with our community.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I know you had I know you recently just moved to Texas and you just recently went viral. 3 million views on your motivation to speak.
Yeah.
Can you tell me a little bit more? How long you been doing motivational speaking?
Well, I like knowledge I've been liking knowledge for a long time. And I started learning knowledge way back in '95 when I went to prison. And so my thing for knowledge and my thing for that is like, you can't never have enough knowledge, so you got to study to show that self-improvement. You can go further with knowledge than you can with money.
That's right. Most definitely that, man. Because a fool with money will soon will depart. So you got to have the proper knowledge to maintain the money to have financial stability.
Yeah.
Okay, what core belief or moment sparked your journey into motivational speaking?
When I was in prison, when I started No Turning Back movement, by seeing these kids going back and forth in and out of incarceration, you know what I mean? And I ain't wanted my seed to be lost into the system as well. So I started a No Turning Back movement while I was in incarceration. And that alone just helped me to try to help these kids go down another path in another direction that I went down. It's called going back and forth to prison. It ain't no guarantee that you're gonna come out alive.
That's right.
So seeing young kids, young brothers going back and forth in and out of jail, in and out of prison, made me think that I don't want my seed to be lost in the system. So I had to come up with some type of idea, some type of way to try to help them not to go down that same road that I went down.
Right. Most definitely, man. We got to say you our youth, man. I was just on here with a Trouble Man last night, man, and we was talking about the same exact thing. And I once was a trouble youth, and I had a lot of older homeboys try to guide me in the right direction for along with my parents too, But yeah, man, when you dealing with poverty neighborhood, everything around you, everybody kind of doing the same thing, it becomes a burden on you because you seeing this and you seeing the struggle and you want to change and you want to do better,
Yeah.
but the
But
circumstances that we go
yeah, go
through,
ahead.
like far as like trying to get a job, it's kind of hard for where we come from. We come from a small city, man, in Florida, Pensacola, Florida, um,
Yeah. But
it's
but
so
you
much.
know, it really don't matter where you at. You can't let where you at determine your future or your outcome in your life. It don't it doesn't matter about the environment. It's the choices that we all have to make.
That's right.
We can make it. Don't matter if you live in the suburbs or down in the project. You make a bad decision, anything gonna happen. The same thing gonna happen to you. You know what I mean? And
Right.
there is no big eyes and little U's in God eyes. We all the same. And ain't no crime worse than the next crime. The sin is a sin, punishment, punishment.
Right.
So so we gotta help. You gotta try to help these kids go in another direction other than the direction that we went in.
Yes, sir. Most definitely. Most definitely. How has your definition of success evolved and what's your life philosophy?
My definition of that, like involved in the community, like, helping the community. We can do it. It's easy. We do it together.
Okay.
We gotta help one another. It's just like it ain't no such thing as I could do it by myself, or I don't need no help, or ain't nobody helping me. We all need help in any situation. We all need help. It doesn't matter where we at. We all gonna have to have help. We all gonna have to help these kids get out the environment they in, get from around the gun violence, the drug violence that they in. You know what I mean? Because life is too short. Life is too short for you to throw your kid to the streets. We gotta be there to teach our kids and to help our kids, to motivate our kids for a better life because there's so much killing going on now.
That's right. That's right, man. Each one teach one. So, they look up to us, for all the things that we did back in the day. Now that we have influence, we can turn it around. It's never too late to turn it around. You know what I mean? I see it every day now.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Even when I started my journey of motivational speaking, man, it's a feeling that I get up and the praise that I give God every day because He done helped me get through so much. And
hmm
I talk from lifetime experiences. Like I grew up with you. You my old homeboy. We grew up in the same neighborhood. And man, just to see where you done came from and where I done came from, man, we should be a good example, because we done been down that road before. We done been to the penitentiary. We done been to the
yeah,
jailhouse. We done did this and we done did that. And we still here. Each one of us a jewel.
yeah.
Each one of us is a teacher.
Like yeah, like I said before, diamonds are created under pressure. It gonna be a lot of pressure on us. You know what I mean? But you just gotta withstand the pressure. I done been to prison for a time. I never let that stop me or hinder me from what my future hold or what I'm trying to fight for in my future. I never let. I never pointed the blame at nobody. I always took the blame on myself, and I dealt with whatever came with it. So,
Right.
you know what I mean? We got our own decision to make in life, And as us being grown, we got to guide our kids into the right direction. You know what I mean? Because it's so many of us going incarcerated, going and dying. And ain't nobody left out here to take care or to guide these kids.
Right.
So yeah, they're gonna be thrown to the streets. Single parents in the home, you know what I mean, that ain't able to watch all the kids, gotta go to work, gotta put food on the table. So it gotta be some kind of guidance, some kind of role model, a voice that they can hear, you know what I mean? A voice that they can hear and like a guidance for them to go in that direction.
Right. Most definitely, man. What's a surprising thing you learned about yourself?
Oh man. Most thing I learned about myself, like I'm learning to be patient. I'm learning to be patient, you know what I mean? Because you gotta have patience. I'm learning to take control of my life and not worry about the things I cannot control. You know what I mean? So I took control of my life a long time. Well, like when I got out of prison this last time, I took control over my life and I told myself, ain't no turning back. When I created a movement in prison, it ain't no turning back. So my goal is to keep moving forward. And no turning back movement is a positive movement to help kids from becoming prisoners and trying to help the ones that's getting out not to return back to prison.
Right.
Anything that's dealing with your downfall, you don't want to turn back to that. From a drug addiction, from abusive relationship to gang violence to, going back and forth to jail. It ain't no turning back to that. It's time you gotta move forward. And the only way to move forward is to think forward.
Right. Most definitely, man. Most definitely. What's the biggest failure you faced and what did it teach you?
My biggest failure was going back and forth to prison. And it taught and what prison taught me to have patience, to respect, you know what I mean? To respect each individual. And prison taught me that it doesn't matter where you at, as long as you got life in you, you still got a chance at your life.
Amen.
So so once you go through a lot of things, a lot of situations, a lot of problems, like I said, it's your choice. Either you're gonna fall down or you're gonna get up. Either you're gonna move forward or you're gonna move backwards.
Well, that's life. That's life.
Yes.
How do you handle days when you ain't feeling motivated and you having self-doubt? Because I know we still all have them days, where things still kind of, bother us a little bit. We still like in training. So how do you like convert those days?
I learned now to like my weakest days be my strongest days. What
Most definitely.
stands in my way, what stands in my way, it becomes the way. I don't let nothing now, I don't let nothing bother me. You know what I mean? If I'm feeling down, I do something to motivate myself. I might read, I might read, I might take a walk, I might work out. I do something to keep training my mind.
Most definitely, man. Most definitely.
So therefore, like when you have weekdays, down days, that's all the part of training yourself. You know, it's all the part of training yourself, get to knowing who you is. Therefore, when you have them weekdays, them down days, you need to get up and motivate yourself. Turn on the radio, listen to some music, take a walk, do a workout. You know what I mean? But whatever mood you stuck in, you got to get out of it.
Gotta change gears.
Yes, you cannot. We cannot get comfortable with being comfortable.
Exactly. Because there's no way out of comfort. The only way
Nope.
to get out of there, if you ain't making no way, is to make a way. You know, just like I said, like I want to say like 2 videos ago, I said I said the only way that we kill that laziness is to run head up with fear, the self-doubt. That's the
Yes.
only way we're gonna be able to elevate. You know what I mean? That's the
Yes.
only way we're gonna elevate is we got to get through fear. Whatever we fearing, we have to overcome it. That's the only way we're gonna up a level. That's the only way we're gonna grow. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people ask me, like, man, you moved all the way to Colorado, you ain't got no family, you ain't got no. Listen, this is something that God, this is a journey that God got me on, you know? And you see, when I
Yes.
made that move, things open up. You know what I mean?
Yes.
You,
You
you got
cannot,
you got to see
you
what's on
know,
the other side.
yes. To me, fear is just false information appearing real.
Real.
Fear, fear
Amen.
does not fear does not exist until you think about it, until you bring it to existence. Don't
Right.
nothing exist until you bring it into exist. You know what I mean? So fear is just something I guess like people made up because fear is not real. Fear is not real. You can face all your fears. It's just that when you go to thinking about fear, it makes it real.
That's right. So whatever you put your attention on.
Yes, because you're not scared of this person or scared of that person until it's time to fight this person.
Right.
Sometimes then fear comes. Fear just automatic, you know what I mean? It's coming about, but we have to get over them little fears that we scared of and start facing them.
Right.
Because once we hold on to fear, it become embedded in you and it becomes a part of you and it stop you from what God got for you.
Most definitely.
Because for the simple fact, if you scared to go and get this job, that's you letting fear stop you. But only if you went and applied for this job, you don't know you could have got it. You probably could have got it if only if you hadn't let fear stop you.
Right.
A lot of us we tell ourselves no before other people do. We turn ourselves down before other people do. We stop trying to do things because of what people might say. We scared of the turn down, the let down, the disappointment. So all that they're gonna bring fear.
Most definitely. So what's the strategy you use to overcome fear or mental blocks?
The strategy, what I just learned on strategy, I heard Mike Tyson say something. Mike Tyson said he faced all his fears. He be scared, but he still and he say he faces fear all the way he be scared all the way up until the time for him to get in the ring. So he said he loved to face the fear because it makes him a better person. It show him who he is. You know what I mean? So we have to face our fears, even the little fears that we got to get over, even the little text messages that we avoided, the little phone calls that we avoid and that we scared to answer. Those are those are little fears that we have to face. We avoiding this conversation. We avoiding this person. All those little fears that we should face.
True. So, how do you encourage listeners to move from just listening to actually taking action?
You know, like that old saying say, actions speak louder than words. I can say, I can say it. They can listen. They have to apply it. They can repeat. People can repeat what I say. I can repeat what I say, but if I don't apply it to my life, it won't work. So, in order for things to work in your life, you have to get over your fear. You have to quit. You have to stop thinking about what this person might say, what that person might say, and do what you feel. Do what's best for your life. Don't tune everything out. Focus on what you got going on and the life you trying to build for yourself. So you got to be you. We have to be tuned in with ourselves and focus on ourselves and stop trying to live for other people, trying to make other people happy. Because what you might say or do, they might not agree with it. So you won't do it or you won't say it. But it might be best for you, or it might be what God wants you to do, or the blessing God got for you. Only if you try. So we have to stop thinking about the fear, the letdown, the disappointment. We have to stop thinking about all that and just go with it. Just face it.
Oh, definitely. Well, you hit that right on the head because people are listening to you, man. You done reach 3 million people, man. You got something to say and they want to listen. You can relate to a lot of people, man. So how
Yeah.
is going viral? How is going viral looking though? If anybody came to you and
No, see, my my thing is my goal is to reach the people. As long as I can reach the people, things that I say might change somebody's life.
that's right.
It might motivate somebody. You know what I mean? So all I want to do is for them to listen and take what I say and apply it to their life and move forward.
Yes, sir. That's it, man. That's what I do it for, man. To help, you know, because I remember once I was down, and
It's not.
that's the reason, like, because I know a lot of people feel like us, you know what I mean? I see so many people doing it also. We doing it not only for ourselves, man, we doing it for God, man. That's the biggest purpose.
Yeah.
Because the things we was doing before, it wasn't of God, so it didn't flourish.
Yeah. And like, to me, it's not even about no money.
Nah, period.
It's not even about no money going viral. They paying me or nothing, because I was doing it for the people, not doing it to try to make a viral ride around, trying to film somebody or keep my phone on somebody trying to go viral. No, my mission is to reach the people and trying to get them to move forward on the right page, you know what I mean, in the community and you know what I mean, in the world, period.
What's one particular habit or mindset shift recommended for building resilience?
Strong mind and a unity, you know, it takes you got a unity, you know. Once we come together as a unity, it doesn't matter the race. Once we come together as a unity, anything is possible. So, in order for us to move forward as a unity, we all have to be on the same page. We cannot. A lot of us is like opposite magnum. You know, two opposite magnum don't stick.
That's right.
A lot of we got two opposite magnum. You know what I mean? And in this world today, it's like everybody's being divided through violence and race.
And
And it's
religion.
not about that. And religions. And it's not about that. It's about the people coming together as a unity and helping one another, you know what I mean? Helping one another in this world as the people, as God chosen people, you know. So everybody's not gonna be on the same page because we got evil spirit, we got spirits down here too, you know, we got people fighting against the righteous ones. We got, you know what I'm saying, negative energy, positive energy still on this earth. So the ones that with the powerful energies, that we have to come together as a unity, as a whole, you know what I mean, to move
Right.
forward in our community, to teach our kids and our parents and our grandparents, you know what I mean, to teach our community that it can be heaven on earth instead of hell on earth.
That's right. That's big facts there, man. What's the most important lesson you want people to remember from your talks?
Well, motivation.
Yes, sir.
Motivation, because for number one to me, when somebody come in on my video and they like what I do and I inspire them and help them, that encourage me to keep doing what I'm doing. If I could tell you, man, you doing good, keep doing what you're doing, 1,000 people ain't got to tell you that. One person can tell you that, and they're gonna make you feel good to keep doing what you're doing. You know, so by people telling me that, and you know what I mean, and encouraging me to do what I do, that just make me keep going, because the movement is no turning back movement, and you know, and I'm planning on keep moving forward with what I'm doing.
Most definitely, man. Most definitely, man. You got 3 million people looking at you, man, who look up to you, bro. Like who really love your motivational speech, man. Like I even share them on my page. I'm a motivational speaker too, man. You know, we homies. I love what you
Yeah,
talk about, bro. Cause we similar. You know what I mean? And
yeah.
I just feel like we one of the ones, man, that's they can get it done, you know.
You
And
know they say, man, a lot gonna be called, but a few gonna be chosen.
that's right.
It ain't meant for everybody. The
That's
message is
right.
not meant for everybody. Everybody's eyes is not open. Everybody's ears is not open. A lot of us, we have eyes, but we can't see. We have ears, but we can't hear. So, you know, a lot are gonna be called, but a few gonna be chosen. But the chosen ones gonna have to stand up and be on the front line to get that message out there.
Exactly. And that's why I got this platform to shed light, to reach out to the chosen ones that we can't see every day, or maybe they hear my podcast, 10,000 subscribers, 11,000 in coming, uh
Yeah.
5,000 TikTok followers, like what we talk about, just like you say, saving the youth, man, the ones up under us, like I'm up under you, and then my homies up under me. Like, they compliment me now. I start getting more compliments now because of the lifestyle that I done matured into, you know.
Yeah.
But
God don't make no mistakes.
at all.
He don't
He
make
don't
no
make it at
mistakes,
all.
man. He know what people be going through. But he have blessings for us. We stop our own blessings sometimes. We block our own blessings sometimes, but not by not trying, by not by 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 not facing our fears.
Right.
Because, like I said, that job could be for you, but you scared to apply for it because you scared that you might be turned down.
Exactly.
That person might a person might walk up to you with $1 million for nothing, but you scared to take it because you think it's something behind it. But that
Hmm.
could be your blessing. You know what I mean? A lot of us we miss our blessing because of fear.
Most definitely.
We have opportunity, but we turn it down because of fear.
Most definitely, man. How do you connect with diverse audiences, and what's your speaking style? How you come at your audience?
What you mean? How come in my
At different
audience?
at different cultures and everything. How do you come at your different, like, diversity audience, and what's your speaking style?
Oh, it's the speaking style is for everything. It ain't no my speaking style. It ain't no changing it. It ain't no changing the way I think. It ain't no the way I present stuff. It is what it is when I say it. I'm not gonna sugarcoat nothing that I say. You know what I mean? This is I know what I know, and
Right.
you know what a person know what they know. You know what I mean? So from what I done learned over the years and all that, there, and if you listening to me, you gonna learn something. And if I listen to you, I'm gonna learn something too. But my speaking to each individual, it's gonna be the same. It's gonna be the same message delivered. It's gonna be the same message moving forward, following your own path. You know what I mean? Your own dream, go your own way, make your own decisions. So everybody is people. Everybody is just different color, but the same inside.
That's right.
You know what I mean? For an example, for an
Color ain't
example,
even real.
yes, for an example, I can have 3 buckets: a green one, a blue one, and a red one. All of them filled with water. And I tell you, to taste these water, but you think these different color water because then you're gonna think this bucket, red bucket, is red water, green but blue bucket is blue water, and the other bucket green water. But once you taste out, it's all the same water. It's just different color.
That's the perfect example, man. You hit that right on the button.
So we all people. We all people with the same thing. It's just different color.
Most
So
definitely.
my message gonna be the same. Cause we all the same.
That's right. Who was your most influential person in your life and why?
Oh, Tupac.
In the world,
Tupac. Huh?
in the world, that was your most influential person.
Yeah, because you know he was smart. He was smart, and he ain't hold nothing back. And like he said, if God didn't give me a mouth, He wouldn't let me speak. So He gave me a mouth, so I should be able to say what I want to say.
That's right.
You know what I mean? So He taught. He talked about say what you want to say. You know what I'm saying? Be real with it. You know, ain't no sugarcoating nothing. It is what it is. And if once you see it with your own eyes, how could you not say it or not bring it to people attention when it's right there in your face? You know what I mean? It ain't like he was saying something wrong or saying something against, you know what I mean, that was not true. He was delivering a message, and he didn't care who it offended because it was the truth. You cannot bear it don't you cannot bear the truth.
At all, man.
So once you like once you like start learning and start knowing the truth and your eye begin to open, it's hard to not really say or really not say it, you know what I mean? Or you got to deliver the message to the people because that your message might spark a flame in somebody that might change the world or change something.
Oh, definitely. What legacy do you hope to leave behind with your work?
What negative?
Legacy.
Oh, legacy. All my quotes. My legacy is to build like all my quotes that I've been saying and the change that I have effect on people's lives. You know what I mean? That I want to leave behind more than just my name. I want to leave no turning back movement behind for the people to keep moving forward. To like ain't no turning back in their life once they get on the road of no turning back. You know what I mean? So my legacy is to want to try to keep people moving forward in the right direction towards their goals and their dreams in life.
Most definitely, man. So you got any like events coming up where you doing the motivational speaking in front of people?
Well, no, like I just moved to Dallas, you know what I mean? I've been up here a couple of months and I haven't found, you know what I mean, no youth centers and nothing like that. Ain't nobody reached out to me, nothing like that. But, you know, when I come across it or when God bring it to me, I'm gonna be ready for it, you know. So, but my mission is the road that I've been on since I've been out of prison. Ain't nobody been helping me. You know what I mean?
Right.
I ain't gonna say nobody been helping me because when
God.
I was in Florida doing events, people was helping me. You know what I mean? But ain't nobody investing in me. You know what I mean? Like ready for me putting their money behind me with a building. You know what I mean? With the youth center and all that. There. You know what I mean? So
Right.
the thing that I'm doing now is I'm just I'm taking my time and doing it in my own lane. Whatever God bring to me, I'm ready for it. You know what I mean? I ain't in no rush. I ain't doing that. I'm just keep doing what I'm doing, putting the message out there, putting the positive message out there to the people, you know, and just keep moving on. So whatever happen, you know what I mean? I ain't planning for nothing. When it come, it's come. I'm gonna be ready for it.
That's right. Got to stay ready, man, for them blessings, man. What's a book, movie, or quote that profoundly impact you?
Well,
a book, a movie, a quote.
Well, I listen. Stoicism. Them quotes, stoicism. I listen to a lot of quotes. I don't really look at TV, right? I don't really look at TV or movies or read books. You know what I mean? I just really like study knowledge, stoicism, ancient knowledge, and you know what I mean, stuff like that. So all the quotes that I say on social media and I be reading, all that motivate me. You know what I mean? To keep moving forward in my life, but mostly knowledge that I study. TV and all that there, I don't watch. I don't do that too much now, because for the simple fact I learned that I'm strong without them things.
Right. Most definitely. I feel like that TV a distraction, and I feel like it's so much false things they put in books now, because they know that everybody's awakened to a lot of stuff, you know what I mean? More knowledgeable,
Yeah.
and more sense, you know, and a lot of us now are like, we taught ourselves a lot, you know? Like,
Yeah, but a lot, like you just said, a lot of distraction in our life now. Social media distract a lot of our life. Soon, a lot of us wake up, open our eyes, we grab our phone, we go to strolling. Oh, my phone going dead, my phone cutting off.
hello? All right, y'all. We're gonna get it to y'all probably tomorrow again, man, before we can really be face-to-face talking. But that was King Knowledge, you know. He running the No Turning Back movement. He's a professional motivational speaker. He's from Pensacola, Florida, currently living in Dallas, Texas. And if y'all anywhere around there, man, and y'all want to hear a good word, man, or encouragement or motivation, man, hit that man up, man. Marcus O on Facebook, you know, and we'll most definitely pick up where we left off. We'll give y'all another one tomorrow, just because his phone went dead. But it's been a good interview, and it's been a good night, y'all. And we'll be seeing y'all tomorrow. Hustle Man signing out.
It's the hustle man, bitch, I'm on that yacht. In the studio, finna cook up a track. It's the hustle man, bitch, I'm on that yacht. In the studio, finna cook up a track. It's the hustle man, bitch, I'm on that yacht. In the studio, finna cook up a track. It's the hustle